What's up, everybody? Y'all come on in. What's up, John D? What's up, Cam Lesh? What's up, Alexis? Happy birthday. What's up, Jesus? Y'all come on in. What's up, Sky? Alright, y'all, we'll give him another minute and we'll get started. We're not gonna sit here and wait too long today. We're gonna get this one over with. Gonna drop this science and we keep it moving. What's up, Unique? What's up, T? Alright. What's up, Malik? Let's get started. Now, the title of this lecture is called Helheim. You see what I'm saying? Let's discuss the constant defiencies of this third-dimensional motherfucking matrix. Let's add this dirty laundry, y'all. Let's do this dirty laundry. Let's do it. Let's go and get it over with. Now, I'm going to start off by saying all mythology is based on reality. So actually, mythology is the real history, and fucking history is the mythology. Everything here is ass backwards for the most part, right? You see what I'm saying? So what we call mythology is actually based off what was really going on at the time. Whereas what we call history is a lot of that shit is made up. Some of it is true, but a lot of it is made up because they got their hands on it and corrupted it. That's why it's so hard to fucking when you're teaching history, they feel like they got something to say because they know what they've done to history. You see what I'm saying? That's why it's his story. What's up, Wallace? They know what they've done to history. You see what I'm saying? So they manipulate history so much, they feel like they can attack you from they feel like they can attack you knowing that you right, but they don't want you to be right. So they're gonna send their agents after you to fuck with you, to throw you off, just like they did the characters in the movie Glass. They had powers, but she was psyoping them into thinking that they was fucked up. You see what I'm saying? So that's what you got going on here. This is no different with history. So the true teachings is in mythology, which is mystery, or my story, or your story, or our story, which is literally based off the energy and people of the time. So I just really wanted to put that out there. See what I'm saying? What's up, Kuana? What's up, Marshall? What's up, Star? So let us begin here. What is Helheim? That is the $1 million question. in Norse mythology, Helheim is the realm of the dead, the underworld, right? So, you see what I'm saying? Helheim is the realm of the dead. It's like a cold, wintry place. You know, why did the Norse Vikings choose the cold? Well, because that's what it was in the region, of course. But also because the coldness represents the freezing of your melanin and calcification of your pineal gland and spiritual energies. You see what I'm saying? Freezing you up. You see what I'm saying? When you get frozen, you do what? You become stiff. You become cold. And you just shut down. All your body parts shut down piece by piece. You see what I'm saying? And you go into a state of what? Hypothermia, which is where you shiver, which is where you start beginning to shiver, and then your soul begins to leave the body because it's not kicking out no heat. So it's getting ready to exit. You see what I'm saying? That's what the cold represents. Now, who is the goddess of fucking hell in Norse mythology? Actually, her name is literally Hel, or Helena, as they called it in Thor Ragnarok. She is the goddess of death. Now, what makes her so interesting is she has a half face. Half her face is beautiful. The other half is ugly and decaying, representing that death and rebirth energy. You see what I'm saying? They said once you get trapped in this realm, you can't escape. Now, what is Helheim, the realm of the dead? The Helheim, the realm of the dead, or these disemparted spirits, is actually the astral plane. See what I'm saying? It's the astral plane. See what I'm saying? It's also your subconscious mind, unconscious mind, too, but it's mainly the astral plane, the realm of disemparted spirits, the realm of the spiritual version of this material realm, which we already see this material realm fucked up. So how much more fucked up is it in the astral plane? Because that's where it all begins. You see what I'm saying? For this particular realm. So if this realm fucked up, the astral plane got to be on a whole other level of savagery. You see what I'm saying? So now, let's see here. There's a particular character or being in Hell or Helheim that works with the goddess Helena, and his name is it's like Revelja. I think I'm saying it right, Revelja, or Helvelja, or Revelja. I think that's how it's said because it's got an R now. And did I say it right? Race of Veils. My bad. Race of Veils. And he's a giant who is a corpse eater. You see what I'm saying? And what does that represent? The corpse eater represents the maggots that eat your body after you die. That's what the corpse eater represents. He also comes in the form of an eagle. And in the form of an eagle, he blows cold wind. You see what I'm saying? What's up, Brian? What's up, Terry? You see what I'm saying? He blows cold wind, which is where we get the term the hawk. That's why we call cold air the hawk. You see what I'm saying? It's all still ingrained inside us, these teachings. So he literally eats your corpse. And he literally blows this cold wind that freezes your melanin and shuts down your pineal gland by calcified. See what I'm saying? Calcified means to freeze. 32 degrees and below, as they would tell you in the Masonic order. You see what I'm saying? You're froze. See what I'm saying? Because that's the natural temperature it is when you begin to get cold. You see what I'm saying? When everything begins to freeze over on this planet. See what I'm saying? 33 degrees and above, that's when it starts to heat up. By the time you get to 90 degrees, it's getting hot. By the time you get to 180 degrees, it's super hot. On up to 306 degrees, which is pure solar energy, and on up to 720 degrees, which is that dual solar energy. You see what I'm saying? That's two suns. See what I'm saying? So that's what you got going on here. So they called it Helvelja, the road/way to hell, and it represents. What does it represent here? The road/way to hell represents your being trained, you're being trapped in and ruled by your subconscious and unconscious mind that has all those traumas and blockages living inside them. That's hell. That's zombification. A zombie is mindless because he has no consciousness, or can't summon his consciousness, his or her consciousness, when they need it the most. You see what I'm saying? When they need it the most. Or they can't think past the realm that they're in because they lack the conscious power, the mental power to do it. You see what I'm saying? So this is going on here. This is what we got going on here when we talk about hell. You see what I'm saying? Or Helheim. You know, this is all references to your physical body, your mind, and the realm that you're in. You know, this is all reference to that. Now, we got a video here that deals with hell. I'm going to show it to you. Let's see. There we go. Brighten it up there. Well, as bright as it's gonna get, well.
Hell, in Norse mythology, this would be H-E-L. Hell is both the name of a person and a place, very similar to the Greek Hades. In the case of Norse mythology, though, hell is a woman, and the place that she rules is called Helheim.
One half of her is dead and looks very, very bad, and the other half of her is beautiful. And when you go to hell, you're met by her, and she's quite terrifying.
Hel was a medieval Two-Face, the Norse ruler of the underworld. She was said to be born in the frozen landscape of Scandinavia to a giantess and the trickster Loki, sidekick to god of thunder, Thor.
In Old Norse mythology, there are these horrendous, awful children, the Fenris wolf and the giantess Hel. And to get rid of her, the gods put her in charge of the realm of the dead.
Like Hades, her Greek counterpart, Hel watches over all those who have died, good or bad. She is often depicted holding a plate named hunger and a knife named famine. And it's that imagery that holds the clue to the reality behind this true monster. In medieval Scandinavia, hunger and famine were rampant for one very specific reason. The extremely cold, harsh weather created a land untenable for crops.
Cold as hell if you get it from Norse mythology. Hell is a cold place.
If you're living on the edge of the North Sea in the pre-industrial age, cold is way worse than warm. I don't care how hot it gets in the summer, it's not as bad as how cold it gets in the winter.
Yeah, they only gave you a little snippet there. But you see where it's coming from. Why is hell depicted as a woman in Norse mythology? It shows you how the feminine energy is suppressed down here. You see what I'm saying? And because she is suppressed down here, she tends to flip out. See what I'm saying? Which is the two-face, light and dark. She tends to flip out or create a bipolar disorder due to that energy, due to the energies down here in this plane. And don't get it twisted. You are still receiving energies from the astral plane, because this plane here is a reflection of the astral plane. So this plane is being powered and strengthened by what's going on in the astral plane. So that's why I said Helheim is the astral plane, because it's the realm of disemparted spirits. And if you don't have enough consciousness or soul awareness, you can get trapped in the astral plane. They call them wandering spirits or wandering souls. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of our ancestors have gotten trapped in the astral plane. You see what I'm saying? So this is what you got going on here. A lot of beings have gotten locked down in this shit because of our lack of knowledge, or supreme knowledge, or source knowledge. You see what I'm saying? So it takes a great act of will, a great act of intelligence to know how to navigate your way up out of this motherfucker. That's why you have to do the work while you're living and not while you're dead. Because when you're dead, it's too late. You see what I'm saying? But when you're living, you have the opportunity to get out or transcend or ascend out of the realm of the dead. You see what I'm saying? Actually, we're below the realm of the dead. You see what I'm saying? We're going to get into that into a second. We're below the realm of the dead, you know, because the astral plane is the realm of the dead. We below it. And we about to get into that right now. Well, just in a second. First, I need to go over Hades. Now, Hades is the god of the underworld. You see what I'm saying? He is the god of the underworld. Now, in Greek mythology, Hades is hot and fiery and on fire. Why? What's the contrast? Because, you know, the Greek and the Norse were real related. You know, it's all European energy or Iranian energy. So why is it depicted as fire, whereas the Norse depicted as cold, besides the fact that, you know, in Greece, niggas didn't do nothing but fuck. You see what I'm saying? So it was just, fire represents passion that's out of control. You see what I'm saying? Uncontrolled passion. Just off the chain. You see what I'm saying? So now, let us continue here. Because Hades was a hell dimension, it had multiple realms within it that the dead can go to. You know, multiple portals you can portal into. One particular dimension that was lower than Hades, the Hades dimension, or the realm of the dead, also the realm of the dead, was Tartarus. Now this is where it gets good, y'all. This is where I need y'all to focus with me here. Tartarus is considered to be the deep abyss that is used as a dungeon of torment for the wicked and as the prison for the Titans, which is us. Now, we always consider Earth a prison dimension. Why? Why is Earth a prison dimension? Earth is a prison dimension because, as the story tells you, we were on Earth. They tell you we was on Earth. Earth is actually the fifth dimension, Midgard, as they call it in Norse mythology. Midgard. We was on the fifth dimension. You see what I'm saying? But due to warfare and goddamn constant attacks and us losing the wars and everything and us falling, when we fell, we didn't just fall into the astral plane. Nah, they was like, nah. If they on the astral plane, they still possess their what? Their superpowers. We need to drop them further and lower than the astral plane. So what's lower than the astral plane? Tartarus. You see what I'm saying? Tartarus. So they kicked us into Tartarus, which is a prison dimension for those with monumental power. You see what I'm saying? And let me show you what I'm talking about here. And we're going to continue to go in. Check out what they say about Tartarus. Here we go. Already set up for me.
There seems to be quite an interest in many of the primordial deities that existed in ancient Greece, and one of the most requested seems to be Tartarus. Now, as for all of the primordial deities, there has always been this debate as to whether they were actual physical beings, or manifestations and personifications of ideas and places. When exactly Tartarus came to exist is something that changes depending on the source that you're using. Hesiod himself believed that Tartarus was the third primordial deity, following Chaos and Gaia. He also believed that Tartarus was the father of the monster Typhon. In the ancient Orphic tales, Tartarus was considered both a deity and a place located in the underworld. He was also considered to be the first deity to have existed. It was then from him that light and the cosmos were born. Tartarus the place can be found deep under the earth, even deeper than Hades. Quite often Tartarus and the underworld are confused as the same place, but Tartarus can almost be described as the abyss below the underworld, which does in fact merge with Hades in certain places. The easiest way to distinguish between Tartarus and Hades is that Hades is the place of the dead, where they go to rest or be punished once they have been judged by Akos, Minos, and Rhadamanthys. Now, according to Plato, these three judges amongst deciding the fate of those in Hades also decided which of them would be sent to Tartarus. Over the years, Tartarus would serve as a place for those who committed unspeakable acts against the gods or humanity. Tartarus essentially became a prison. The earliest account of this being when Cronus rose to power as the king of the Titans. He immediately imprisoned the Hecatonchires and the Cyclopes within Tartarus because he felt they could possibly overthrow him. Cronus would then place a dragon outside the entrance of Tartarus to act as a guard, but Zeus would later kill this dragon when he travelled to Tartarus to free its prisoners and ask for their assistance during the war. Ironically enough, Tartarus would then serve as a prison for many of the Titans, when Zeus and his fellow Olympians would eventually emerge victorious. With the people of ancient Greece unable to punish their own kings, that task would then fall to the gods and goddesses, who would intervene, sending the guilty to Tartarus. These fallen kings included Tantalus, who killed his own son, and later served him to the gods during a feast, King Ixion, who pushed his father-in-law into a bed of burning coal, and then attempted to rape Zeus's wife Hera, and of course King Sisyphus, who was known for killing guests and travellers, breaking the cardinal rule of hospitality. We can simplify Tartarus to a dungeon or a prison for those who are too powerful to have conventional methods of punishment forced upon them. My personal interpretation of Tartarus is as the fiery pit below the underworld.
Notice what he said there. Pay attention to that
The
one.
cardinal rule of hospitality. We can simplify Tartarus to a dungeon or a prison for those who are too powerful to have conventional methods of punishment forced upon them. My personal interpretation of Tartarus.
So, Tartarus is a place that exists, a prison place that exists for those who are too powerful for unconventional situations. You see what I'm saying? Unconventional lockdown. You see what I'm saying? You know, so this is what we going here. This is what we going.
Tartarus is as the fiery pit below the underworld. I've never really seen Tartarus as a physical deity, just as I've never really imagined Gaia to have been a woman, more so symbolic of the earth and Mother Nature. I see Tartarus not as the deity of the pit or the prison, but the prison itself. Much like the rest of the primordial beings, there is no real correct answer, as most of it just comes down to personal interpretation. Some people view Tartarus as the deepest region in the world, the prison of the damned, and others see him as a deity that represents the region itself, but in the end they refer to the same thing, the deep dark abyss that few will ever return from. Tartarus is definitely an interesting point of discussion, and one that I'd like to hear your thoughts on. Do you consider him to be a deity or a place, or perhaps both of them? Let me know in the comments below. As always, I've been your host, Mythology and Fiction Explained.
So now, Tartarus is the place where you send motherfuckers who you can't fuck with. Now, who is these guys that he's talking about? He's talking about the world rulers, the archons. See what I'm saying? They overthrew the Titans. The Titans were who? Us. Incarnated on the physical plane. Who were the primordial deities? That was us while we were still in the heavens. You see what I'm saying? While we were still in our most ancient forms. You see what I'm saying? So this is what you got going on here. So primordial deities was us while we were still in the heavens doing our thing, the cosmos, the pleroma, doing our thing, which is the primordial realm on down to the quantum realm. Then you got Titans, which is us when we incarnated as physical guys. You see what I'm saying? Manifested ourselves as physical guys or physical beings, you know. And then we went to war with our children during the war called Titanomachy. Who was our children? The children is the world rulers, the archons. Where did these motherfuckers come from? You see what I'm saying? Who are they the children of? We're going to get to that in just a second. See what I'm saying? But yes, let me finish up with Tartarus first. Tartarus and Gaia Earth had a son by the name of Typhon. See what I'm saying? So Tartarus is a prison dimension. And we know that Earth is a prison realm. How do we know Earth is a prison realm? Because that sky there that we look at every day is a dome. You see what I'm saying? It's a dome. So, just like the prison walls of a prison, you can't see out of the prison walls, right? You can't see out that dome either. You see what I'm saying? You can't see out that dome. So, we all automatically know that since that dome is a fucking... is a wall, an energetic wall that's blocking us from seeing the rest of the cosmos. Isn't that a sign that we are locked down in some type of prison energy? You see what I'm saying? The bodies themselves that you know you locked down in some type of prison energy, because all your abilities here are suppressed due to trauma, due to blockages, due to you just being in this human form. You see what I'm saying? The human body itself is a prison. It's also Tartarus. You see what I'm saying? It's self-Tartarus though. But you can overcome your inner self, Tartarus, because you have a soul. You see what I'm saying? That's a deal we made with Sophia when she decided to put her divine light, her divine sparks inside of us. You know, and we've been incarnated in here ever since. Now, it tell you in the story that Tartarus, all the most fucked up souls they get thrown back down into Tartarus. What do they mean by that? This has nothing to do with morality. It means that if you don't gain enlightenment in the lifetime that you're living, it means that you will be thrust into an astral light, an astral portal, and it will send your ass right back down here. And until you gain enough consciousness, soul consciousness, to break out of the cycles of reincarnation, then you're gonna continue to come back down here. And the sentence for coming back down here is at least anywhere from 60 to 100 years. You see what I'm saying? 100 years at that time. So 100, and the human body is known to last for 120 years. So we gonna say you sentenced to 120 years of being down here until you gain the consciousness you need to ascend up out of here, and you never have to come back. You see what I'm saying? Or unless you just choose to come back for assignment. That's what you got going on. What's up, Sherry? That's what you got going on here. When we talking about the souls being locked down, the souls are trapped in a cycle of continuous reincarnation until they gain enough consciousness to get up out of here. You see what I'm saying? And that's why Tartarus, this first dimension, is considered the first dimension to the Gnostic, in the Gnostic hierarchy. This dimension, this is the first dimension. The sublunar realm, which is the atmospheric area, which has its own spirits and entities up there, like the air elementals, is the second dimension.